Your brain is not designed to stay the same. It is designed to reorganize itself based on how you challenge it. Every time you struggle to think, adapt, or solve something unfamiliar, your brain rewires its structure, strengthening useful pathways and removing weak ones. This process, known as neuroplasticity, allows your brain to improve at any age when the right type of effort is applied. But improvement does not come from random activity. It comes from specific types of mental stress that force the brain to adapt. Here are 5 exercises that directly target how your brain builds power. First, cognitive switching under pressure. Most people stay in one mental mode for too long, reading, scrolling, or doing repetitive work. The brain becomes efficient at that one pattern but loses flexibility. To train adaptability, switch between 2 different types of thinking rapidly. For example, solve a math problem, then immediately switch to recalling a memory, then back to logic again. Set short intervals and rotate tasks. Over time, this improves mental agility, the ability to think fast without losing accuracy. Second, error-focused repetition. Most practice reinforces what you already do well, but the brain does not grow from correctness. It grows from correction. Choose a task where you make mistakes: problem solving, speaking, memory, or even coordination. Instead of repeating the whole task, isolate the exact point where you fail and repeat only that part. Neuroscience shows that repeated activation of weak neural pathways strengthens them through processes like long-term potentiation, making signals more efficient with each attempt. This turns mistakes into targeted training rather than frustration. Third, sensory disruption training. Your brain relies heavily on patterns, vision, dominant hand, familiar routines. When you remove these comforts, the brain is forced to build new pathways. Try writing with your non-dominant hand, navigating a familiar place without relying on usual cues, or performing simple tasks with altered conditions, like reduced vision or reversed patterns. These disruptions increase neural activity and force the brain to form alternative connections, a process linked to synaptogenesis and network optimization. It feels inefficient at first, but that inefficiency is exactly what triggers growth. Fourth, dual task training. The brain becomes stronger when it handles 2 demands at once, not by multitasking randomly, but by combining controlled challenges. For example, walk while solving mental calculations, or listen to information while summarizing it in real time. The goal is not speed, but coordination. Studies show that combining physical and cognitive tasks increases brain activation and supports the development of new neural connections, improving both memory and executive function. This builds what researchers call cognitive reserve, the brain's ability to stay effective under stress and complexity. Fifth, deliberate mental recovery. Constant stimulation weakens the brain's ability to process deeply. Improvement does not happen during effort alone. It happens when the brain reorganizes information after effort. It's no phone, no input, just quiet thinking or reflection. Let your mind revisit what you learned, connect ideas, or even wander without distraction. When applied consistently, these methods change how your brain processes information. You begin to adapt faster, think more clearly under pressure, and retain what you learn with less effort. Brain power is not something you wait for, it is something you train by placing your mind in situations where it has no choice but to grow.